Hey guys, it is Chelsea Perry coming at you with week 5 discussion post. Hallelujah, this class is over. So, now on to the actual discussion post. So, the discussion prompt for this week was mindfulness is considered the core skill of DBT. Many of the Zen concepts are included, such as focusing on the present moment, suspending judgment, and keeping the balance between our feeling minds and our thinking minds. Discuss the concepts of being fully present and maintaining a balance between our feeling minds and our thinking minds. So, basically, when you work with a diverse population, sometimes that can be really hard. The DBT, or dialectical behavior therapy, is about finding a balance in life between what we call the thinking mind and what we call the emotional mind. So, basically how to describe those is the thinking mind takes what it hears and it rationalizes it, and it uses logic to help provide food for thought for other people. So basically, like, right now with the corona stuff, there are a lot of people who have been out of jobs and stuff like that. And instead of just panicking, they use their thinking mind. And if they've been laid off work, they're like, well, what can I do to make money? Stuff like that. So they have, say they've applied for unemployment, or like they've found a new temporary job. Like one of my friends, like she lost her job temporarily, and so she's working at Kroger now until this stuff blows over and her job opens back up. So that is kind of my take on the thinking mind, because they took what they hear, oh, my work is closing, and they thought about it. They were like, well, what can I do? And they rationalized and they made a decision. And so it used logic to help them. Okay, and then you have what we call the emotional mind. It acts on behavior, like on a behavioral instinct first. So it hears something and then it reacts to it without like thinking of consequences. I personally am really bad at this one. My mom always used to tell me that I have a problem with my brain connecting to my mouth. She called it overflow disease because I just let it flow out of my mouth and I don't think about it. And then I think about it and I'm like, ooh, probably shouldn't have said that. So like an example of that would probably have to be like, when, especially if you're working with a diverse population, like if you don't necessarily agree with something, like for me, like if I were to work with somebody, like I'm a Christian, if I were to work with somebody of a different religion, not saying I would do this because I try to respect all people, but this is just an example that I'm trying to think of off the top of my head, would be basically if I were working with a diverse group of people, and me as a Christian, I was working with maybe a Muslim, and they were trying to talk to me about their God. I'd be like, dude, I don't really care. Like, how can you say your God is real? My God is the only one who has risen from the dead. Yours is dead in the ground and ain't coming back. So of course that would be a problem. So, not like, again, not that would ever happen to me. I mean, I hope not, because I do try to be respectful of everybody and everything. Like, I try not to make other people uncomfortable because of the way they believe or anything about them. I'm a really accepting person. So, again, that was just a hypothetical example. So, the thinking mind causes well-balanced feelings and thoughts, and in ways that are rational and ways that help with stress. The emotional mind, not so good when you're working with a diverse population, because something could come out and you could say something that could offend someone that you didn't really mean to offend. So it's better to, and you can have a well-balanced thing of both. So, but when you're working with a diverse population, I hope that you have the thinking mind first, and you think about what you say before it comes out, so that way it doesn't hurt or negatively affect other people. But that is it. I will see you guys later.